Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bonile Mpele. I'm a mom, a wife and a believer. And today I'm just doing a Ask Me tag. I asked people to ask me anything about me or anything related to me or anything that they think I might have answers for. So people have asked me a few questions and most of the questions are more or less the same. So I've combined the one that I can see that, okay, this means one thing. So if you're watching and you've asked me a question and you're wondering why I didn't ask exactly the way that you wrote, I'm sorry, but there were more people asking the same thing and then I had to combine the question and make it as one. So yeah, welcome back and thank you for tuning in. Do not forget to like, subscribe and comment down below. I really appreciate your support and keep on supporting me. It means a lot. So I am just gonna read the question though exactly the way that they are. Like I've wrote them down. So I think it's 15 questions. So we're just gonna go quick. The one that needs one answer, I'm just gonna answer one answer. Look. So about me, the one that I feel like the way exactly directed to me is like this one. How old are you? Boom, straight. How old are you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a woman how old she is? Don't you know? Joking. I am 28 years old. I just turned 28 this year, 2020 in February. So I am 20 years old, or 20, like full 20 years old. So I'm about to the calendar. Yeah. And then number 2, who do you think you are? Yo, this question like really made me choke because the way that it came. If you can come across someone asking you like, who do you think you are, you will think that person is not like, does not like you or thinks that you are better, or the way that it came. But then I don't think it came in that bad space. So I'll just answer it the way that I think I am, not the way that people think I am, the way that I think I am. When I'm sleeping or when I'm awake, walking alone, when I have my me time, when I'm thinking, who am I exactly? Beside everything that is surrounding me, beside the kids, beside the husband, who am I exactly? I'm a God-chosen child. I am God's favorite, I can say. I am the blessed one. My life, the fact that I can see today, the fact that I can talk today, means I'm a chosen one. So whatever that I do, whatever that I think of, those things comes first every day in the morning. That spoke, you are the chosen one again. God trusted you to wake up today and do something. So I am a leader. I am the head, I'm not the tail. I am a superwoman. I touch everything and everything turns into gold. It might not be the gold that you think that you are expecting to see, but I make impact in the lives that are surrounding me. I'm a goal-driven person. I'm a dreamer, a big dreamer. I'm a future billionaire, and I am your future president. I'm joking. I'm joking. But I'm driven by good things. I'm driven by good dreams, to be a better person. I am a superwoman. I am a superhero to most people. I am loving. I'm caring. I'm very sensitive. That's how I think I am. I'm very sensitive. I don't like negative spaces. I don't like negative energies. So once one person comes with that negative vibe, I why is my camera keep on being dark? Okay, I think I'm losing the focus. I'm sorry guys. But then I think once someone shows me that side of his or her that this person is coming with the negative vibes, or is coming to trash my dreams, or to make me see that what I'm dreaming is not possible, then you're not made for me. And yeah, basically that is me. That's how I think I am. Number 3, what would you do in your next life beside what you're doing now? I'm sure this person is relating to be me being a mom, me being a wife to somebody, me being a daughter, me being working. What else can I do besides what I'm doing right now? I'll be running my own NGO, focusing on young girls who are vulnerable, who have been hurt by situations that they find themselves into, who have been hurt by their partners in relationships, who have been hurt by people they trusted, who have lost people they loved, who have lost something that really, really matters to them. For example, people who have lost children, people who have lost their husband while they are still young, people who sees life as if it has failed them. So I can open that NGO to say, girl, wake up, Zitate, Sukuma, let's go. I can open an NGO that will uplift young women and not to see themselves as failures in life just because they've lost something that they really, really treasured. So it's basically that. And if my NGO does not kick the way that I want it to be, I can be your Minister of Social Development or Minister of Women and Children, still to pursue the dream that I have and the passion that I have for young people and women and children in particular, to ensure that they are in a safe environment, to ensure safety, healthy, security, wherever they are. We've seen a lot of things in our country, things that can make you shake and cry wherever you are. So I'm about that in my next life. If I was not a mom, not a wife, not an activist, I'll probably be the owner of an NGO, helping young people to rise in whatever situation that they find themselves into. So yeah, that's me. Guys, my camera is failing me. I don't know. It's taking shades. When I'm going this way, it changes. Look. But it's fine. As long as you can hear me. And then number 4, what do you do for fun? I go to movies. I'm not so adventurous, but I go for movies. I can go out to have lunch, dinner. I love food. I'm a foodie, yes. More especially where there's meat, you'll find me. And I love is it church a fun activity? I also do go to church, and I also go out and have fun, like at night with my husband, and close friends will go and have fun at the industrial Shisanyama and come back, we sleep. And I don't drink, I don't smoke. And what else that I do for fun? I love window shopping, and when I'm supposed to buy whatever that I saw that I wanted to buy, I think twice. For me, it gives me that sense of, it gives me joy. So I think it's for fun. I window shop things, shoes, clothes. When I'm supposed to buy for myself, I don't buy. I end up buying for my kids. So yeah. And then these are still questions directed to me. Exactly. Are you rich? Are you rich? I don't know if this rich is connected with having money in your account or with what, because being rich can be associated with so many concepts, like being rich in a sense of having so much assets in your name, and you can be rich in spiritually. You can be rich by having so much joy around you, like so much peace around you. So someone can say I'm rich, but that person does not have money. He or she means I'm in a good space. So, but I'll answer this one based on having money. Don't have money. I need money. I don't have money, so I'm not rich, but I'm going to be rich one day. But I don't know when. Pray for me. I'll remember you. When I'm rich, I'm gonna call you and we share. Okay, and then another question is that what is your everyday motivation? My everyday motivation is God first, family. And I have a motto that drives me each and every morning, like when I wake up, when I think of something, when I want to do something. So it says, if you want to do something, keep your mind on it. If you want to do something, keep your mind on it. So it's basically this. Those are my motive. It's to pray to God to keep me. The fact that I can wake up, breathe, see, hear, go out to work and come back, it's a blessing on its own. So God first, family. God keep my family alive, my relatives alive, my friends, people who have the hospitals, people in prison, people who are homeless. Give them what they need. Hear their prayers. So it's basically that. And then, who is your role model? Ish, you know, this thing of role model, people have made it to look like a role model should be a perfect person in such a way that this person does not make mistakes at all. So Mina, I wouldn't say a role model per se, but people who helps me when I'm down, people who pray for me when I'm up, people who pray for me when I'm in the middle, people who are with me like every time, every day, every time. It's my mom. I look up to my mom. She might not be the lady with high heels all the time, with a profound English and what so on. She can be someone that you can just pass along the way and you wouldn't even notice that you passed someone. But to me, that woman is very strong. She's very, very strong, and I took some of her strength with me. She's a prayer warrior. She believes in God. She made things happen. Like, my mom is my role model, guys. And then people will say, yeah, Vele, obviously you'll see your mom as a superhero. Who else? There is a lady. She's my niece, but I call her sis because she's my brother's daughter, and her name is Pindile Nyoka. You know, that lady is so strong. I think she's in her early 30s. I remember when I was doing my first year, I was staying at her house, her father's house. So I was like, and her things were starting to kick off, like her marriage things, lobolas were done, remember? So, and I was like, sis, you're very young. Are you sure you want to get married? And yeah, I love my husband. Okay, so what would you do if he hit you? And the answer was so straight, I'll hit him back. Oh, okay. And then what would you do if he cheats on you? I'll sit him down and let him know that he just hurt me. None of those answers made sense to me until I'm at this point where I see that what she meant was very, very, very clever. Like, she answered me with like da 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 da. But to me, it groomed me. It made me the woman that I am today. She what can I say about her? She's my role model because she believes. She has this heart of helping people, be there for people. But when she says no, she says no. If she doesn't want, she doesn't want. Like, She's that person. So I'm learning a lot from her. Uguthi, yes, we can get along, but do not make me a fool, or do not come here with your what and pretend to be what. If you are who you are and you come in here with the positive energy to me, you will come. But if you're coming with the negative, stay wherever you are. She's a family oriented person. She's young, she's goal driven, she's, yeah, pindile nyoka. So, and then another question is that, do you love kids? How many do you want and why? I do love kids. Growing up, like at home, my mom didn't have so much kids, but then there was never a time where we grew up, me, my brother, and my sister, my younger sister. There was never a time we grew up as 3. So there was never a time where it was only me and my brother. My mom will always bring in kids who grow up. Like, you always wash nappies, I always make milk, like I'll always be taking care of kids. So the love of kids, I grew up with it. I love kids. And how many do you want? I wanted 5. Starting this relationship that I'm in today, I wanted 5 kids because my husband gave me a gift before of a daughter. So we had 1 daughter before we had our own. So, which means now we are 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. So we have 2 to go. And why? Simply because I want my kids to have more people to rely on, and to be able to have a shoulder to cry on. Because if you are 2 in the household, if one cries, you cry. If the other one is not doing well, you should take the responsibility. So I wanted my kids to have all of those advantages, to have someone to cry on, to have a best friend, to have whoever, the strongest, the weakest, they should make one team. I love kids, yeah. Yo, guys, and I think those were the questions that were exactly directed to me, and now I'm tackling the one that are family oriented questions. Are you married? Nope, not yet. I'm not married. Full stop. What are the processes of marriage in your culture? So for one to be regarded as married, like married in my culture, you should have went through the stages of lobolas should be paid fully, members should be paid fully. You should have done umkhehlo. Some does, some doesn't. You should have done umkhehlo, where your husband comes from his household with his people to khehla you, and you should have done umbondo. Umbondo, that's when you as the bride, you go in with your people to your husbands, and you are bringing all kinds of food, like dry food, fruits, everything. Amahewu, everything, beer, drinks, everything. I mean, every kind of food that you might need. It's a symbol of you showing that you are going to prepare meals for them, you are going to provide, and they'll eat everything. So after that, that's when the wedding ceremony is done, where you have your ismindi, they give you a knife, and then you kill a cow. I don't know the process is like entirely, but then you show that this cow is yours with the knife, showing that how it should be killed and stuff. And then that knife, it should not leave your side. It should be with you all the time, in your kiss, whenever and every day. Even if when you are 90, if you're still alive and you're married, that knife, you should have it. It symbolizes the weapon that you should use against your enemies, according to what I've heard. And then you are brought into the yards after that. Bakufaka inyongo. Yini inyongo ngesingisi? Jesus. Bile, I don't know. But bakufaka inyongo. Besides the nyongo that they put at you when you were kesharing, again they put you another nyongo of the cow that you with the knife. So that's when you are regarded as married and you're expected to change your surname. So mina currently I've done everything until umbondo. Me and Habi have paid lobola. Habi have done umembeso for the rest of my family, and he has come for umkehlo, and I've went for umbondo. Now it's only the wedding, of which I'm not gonna do now. I think I'm still enjoying being in Bele. It's nice. Yeah. So Home Affairs, Department of Home Affairs does not recognize me as a married person. But my in-laws does, because they've paid everything. It's only that they should fetch me from my house to their house. That's all. What makes a good boyfriend or husband? Gee, I think this one goes according to preferences and what you like as a woman in a relationship. My best things might not be your best things, but in my own experience, what makes a good boyfriend or a husband, it should be someone who's not violent. It should be someone who's peaceful, someone who always brings in positive energy at home, someone who can be a role model to even daughters, someone who shows signs of caring for you as a woman, who shows so much love for you in such a way that you think that there's no any other place you could get the same love as the one that you're getting currently. What makes a good boyfriend and a good husband? I think is that it's how one carries himself, how one treats the next person, not you, not your family members, but if you're walking with your boyfriend or your husband at the shop, and your husband is mistreating a cashier or a waitress or a parking guy or a packer, that says a lot about that person's personality. It might be that person is pretending with you to be a better person, but put yourself in the same shoes as the cashier. Would he treat you the same way? So it's mainly that's what I am looking at. It should be someone who's willing to protect you, someone who's willing to fight for you when, not fight for you when for boyfriends and stuff. No, I don't mean that comes from, but I mean to fight for you when you need someone to fight for you. So yeah, that makes a good boyfriend for me. That makes a good, but again it goes two-way, because the way that the husband is acting or your boyfriend is acting, it might be the reason of how you are treating that person. If you are mistreating that person as a wife or as a woman, always looking for bad things, or always in the case of finding negative things about someone, that also decreases the love, and that also decreases the patience one is having with you. Because remember, relationship, we tolerate one another, we as much as we love one another, will fight, you have differences. So if there's no patience, tolerance, and kindness in the relationship, it won't work. So that's my take on this question. Okay, another question is this one. You are young. How did you know you have found the one? I didn't know. I didn't know. I was 19. All I knew was that I love the guy. I'm feeling something for the guy. Even though I was not sure if it's love or nchamegile. But I was feeling something for the guy, and the guy responded with so much love, with so much kindness to me. He loved me, he cared for me. So we kept on going until we are here today. And I'm still fine. I'm still in a good space with my guy. And this thing of finding the one now, it has been a debate of all days, because one is looking at so many competencies. For me to have the one, or for me to have the type, this person should be driving what, this person should be wearing like what, this person should be walking like what, this person should be drinking what. So for me, it was not even about that. It was not even in my mind. I didn't know what type was. I didn't know what, okay, being very being bad. I didn't know. I didn't expect him to have a nice car. I didn't expect him to drive, to wear nice clothes. I didn't expect him to eat fancy food. He was okay the way that he was. And what's your family secret ingredient in terms of fully expressing yourselves and gelling as family? Because you live in different worlds, but if you're home, kuba sekresh kuba mnand. I wish Happy was around to answer this one, but then we take everything step by step. It's tiring, it's emotional draining, especially when kids are sick. But it goes back to communication. When I'm tired, I let Skia know, Skia, I'm tired. Please continue feeding Amy. When he's tired, he'll be like, Sbo, I'm tired. Please continue with changing Amy, what. We take full responsibility for our kids. We take full responsibility for ourselves. Knowing that we are young, knowing that we still have a life on our own, knowing that he still have a life on his own and my life on my own. But again, we come back home, we are parents. So we need to come back with that love, heartwarming energy at home. It comes natural. We do fight about things. We do debate about things. We do agree on things. We do disagree on things. But we don't let disagreements come and be the center of our happiness and be the center of our family. We are simple people. We don't pretend to be who and who. Just me and Tlantra having a family. He might be home when I'm not home to continue the responsibilities, and I might be home when he's not home. And kids should not feel that daddy is not home or mommy is not home, because the love that we share with our kids is that you are loved and you're protected, and you should be whoever that you want to be. I remember Unati would just come, and while we're watching TV, she was like, Mother. Said, hi, my name is Unati Klanga, and I'm your TV presenter. I'm like, huh? Where do you get that? So it's one of those things that makes our day goes faster, because we get shocked every day. Eminati was like telling Daddy, what's your papa? And we don't know does she know what she means? because Daddy told her that we are bab. Now Eminati is telling everyone once you're doing something to her, she'll be like, we are bab. So it's one of those things that we enjoy the most. And how to raise a child as a single mom, knowing that the child will not have a relationship with the father's family. That's hard, but again, it goes back to the love that you're giving your child. If I was in that situation where I'm raising my kids alone as a single mom, my kids should not feel the presence or should not feel the absence of the father. So it also goes back to the love that you share with your child. As much as when they grow up, they want to know where's my family and what. But in the sense of them growing up, they should feel like my mom is everything. My mom is my rock and my shield. My mom is my superhero. My mom can skip all the steps for me. My mom can come through for me. So I feel like if you know that your child is in that situation, you're a single mom, you're raising a child, and the father does not have a relationship with that child, just love your child, share everything with your child, and do not try to hide things from your child. If your child is asking, where's my dad? Tell your child where's his dad. If you know where's the dad. If the dad passed away, you'll tell the child, no, your dad passed away and your family is in blah blah blah, just that we can't go. So that's how I think it should be done. Just love your child unconditionally and share everything with your child. As young as they are, they should know that my mom is my everything, so that tomorrow when the dad decide to come and will be like, why didn't you come to me? You'll be able to say, why didn't you look for me, Dad? And then I think this is the last question, guys. Yeah, what should one do if you are a wife or a baby mama and you find out that your hubby has impregnated someone else? You're in a relationship, either you're married or you're a baby mama, or you're in a committed relationship and you find out that your husband has impregnated someone. What is it that you need to do, and how to react on that situation? It's a hard situation that one can find themselves into, and it's a situation that I don't wish for anyone, because it's heartbreaking. It can kill you, because you'll be asking yourself, what is it that I did wrong? What is it that my husband is not getting at home and he's getting outside? But in my own take is that if your husband is not showing you the signs of disrespect in whatever that he did, and if he's showing that he's sorry and he didn't mean to hurt you, and yes, the child is his, but there's no relationship with that mother and stuff like that, I think you should learn to forgive. Because if you pack your things and go, the same baby mama will come in. Not that you want to secure the house and you want to secure what, but think of the good things that your husband has done for you. Think of, or your boyfriend, think of all the good things that your husband has done for your kids, the well-being of the household, how he acts around your children. Are you willing to let go of everything and you introduce your child to another man who will be a stepfather, or you are willing to take in that child and be a stepmother? So that's a question you need to ask yourself as a person in that situation. Okay, now I'm in a relationship, I'm married, and this is what I find myself into. What is it that I need to do? You need to see, because what they told me in this space of getting into marriage and stuff, it's when they tell you that such things will happen, but that does not mean you should pack your bags and go. That's what they told me. As much as it's hurting and it's painful, but do not leave. stay with your guy and show him that forgive him. If really that's a mistake, I don't say you should stay if your heart does not tell you to stay, but just think about other things that he has done, good things that he has done. But then if it's his character and you can see that this person can never change, then my darling, you are more than supported to go. Yeah, that's me. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all the questions that you have given me, and I hope I've answered them with so much honesty. And thank you a lot, guys. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I love you.